Do you know what the heart next to Jack means? It means if you like level him up enough, then he gives you an item or something.
Yep.
I don't remember. I don't think it's a very worthwhile mechanic. Like, it's neat, but I don't care to go out of my way for it. Hey, you want to know the secret to a happy relationship with a girl you like? Normally, you just hang out, chat, and get to know each other better, right? But you gotta watch what you say. If you step on a landmine, it'll all go up in smoke. And when that happens, it's over, she's through. Usually it won't be that bad, but still. If she does walk out on you, what should you do? I guess you just gotta get on your hands and knees and beg for forgiveness, even if it takes days. Not that I'd ever have to worry about that. Nobody knows Amiri better than me. By the way, you're heading out, right? What a random way to start this conversation. what a non sequitur. Perfect. In that case, chat, am I insane? In the original game, they like never referred to him as Tomochika, right? Like, it was never spend time with Tomochika. Was it not just spend time with Kenji, or did they really refer to him by his last name this much in the original, and I just do not remember? I swear that they used to just like call him Kenji in all the dialogue boxes. Let's go to Wild Duck. There's a lot I want to talk about today.
Yeah, Emiri is... Oh, that's Miss Kano's first name. Anyway, Emiri's really popular with the guys. And I kind of took her away from them, you know? Like, she became my girl before they even had a chance. Turns out Emiri's a really strict teacher when it comes to grades. At home, though, she's a real sweetheart. I love how her attitude changes when she's with me. Yeah, good-looking people just flock together, you know? It's like a law of attraction.
What started this conversation? Good looking, huh?
Hey, I'm just messing around, man. Don't take me so seriously. Well, Emiri is pretty gorgeous. Anyway, what about you? Make any progress with Takeba-san? I feel guilty hogging all the happiness, so I'm gonna wish for you to be happy too.
That's so nice of you.
And hey, don't tell anyone about me and Emiri, okay? Because teachers aren't allowed to date students.
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
I only told you because I trust you.
He really trusts me. Dude, I'm telling you, by the way, like, listen, I always get, like, a large fry and a large drink when I go to fast food places. This place's fries, too big. Too big of a container. I feel like I'm at Five Guys Light.
Shoot, look at the time. I'm way behind on my favorite show. Well, I guess that's because real life is way better than any show right now.
I don't think Tomochika's ever gonna stop talking. Yeah, you don't say.
Welcome back.
Someone mentioned it in chat, so I want to ask. Someone actually fact-check this for me on Google, potentially, or just if you just know. But, I think the legal age of consent in Japan was 13 at a time, but didn't it get pushed up in recent years, like in the last decade or two, to like 16? I feel like the whole like legal age of consent in Japan is 13 thing is something people parrot a lot without realizing that that was true at a time, but it was changed to 16. So it is no longer, even Japan is like, nah, 13 is too young. We changed it to 16. Okay, yeah, it is what happened. All right, a lot of people in chat are confirming. Sup, dude? I wish that Junpei's voice actor did the sup dude line, but I do have to say, since he doesn't, I get to say sup dude every time it comes up, and I do love saying it. Come to think of it, the crops I planted on there, oh, thank goodness you said this game. I completely forgot that they even added a plant game mechanic. Legit just left my mind. I would have never come up to the roof to look at these plants. Literally never. Yeah, Kenji is like 16 or 17, one or the other. He's probably 16, but turned 17 over the course of the game. Is my assumption. That's what I always assume in Persona games, and usually in like anime set in Japanese schools in general. If you're a second year, I'm like, okay, if you're a second year in Japan, then you're probably 16 turning 17 during the school year. And if you're a third year, that would mean you're 17 turning 18, and first years would be 15 turning 16, somewhere in that general range. Unless I'm told explicitly otherwise.
Well done.
Man, is talk about something. Don't you get tired of these rumors? I sure do.
I see.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, good luck with your research. I'm literally researching nothing. Absolutely not. Is something the matter? I just want to chat.
Hello.
How's your research into the ghost story progressing? We're missing something.
Precisely.
Well, I can see why it would be difficult to ascertain the truth in such a situation, but don't let yourself be discouraged. Is Thursday a charm night at the arcade? I feel like it is. He's either 16 going 17, or his birthday is in February or March, thus he stays 16. How would, do you know that for a fact? Would he have his entire school year? Like, let's say that, like, his birthday is in February or March, right? Does that mean that he's 16 throughout all of his second year, or does that mean that he finished his first year while being 16? I don't know how that, I guess that would depend. I don't know how it is in Japan, like if the parents can decide like when to start him in kindergarten and stuff like that. I don't want charm. According to the first website on my Google search, the legal age of consent in Japan is still 13, but there's a new law against corruption of minors that effectively makes it 16. So it was probably, what that means is that it is 16, but it was probably just easier to make a new law on top of it instead of changing the old law. That kind of stuff happens in government systems. I imagine that was the case. They were like, hey, this should be 16. They were like, oh, it'll be a headache to change the one that says it's 13. So they were like, all right, well, let's just make another one that makes it 16. I guess I'm getting charm again, by the way. I really wish we had Mutatsu and Tanaka, because these would be perfect nights to hang out with Mutatsu and Tanaka. Bop, 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 bop. Ooh, baby. Full moon's on the 8th? It's on the 8th or the 9th, I think.
Hey.
Do you remember what we're doing today? We're gonna share our findings about the ghost stories tonight. What a pain.
What?
Hey, no ditching, all right? I heard some pretty interesting stories while asking around at school. Anyway, don't forget, okay? I have already forgotten.
Well, today's Friday. Did you two ask around like we agreed?
Huh? Were we supposed to do something by today?
I told you.
I know. I'm kidding.
I don't know how Japanese schools work, but I'm saying specifically for the points you can actually progress the link, i.e. up until January. But depending on how the schools work, if his birthday is in February or March, then the school might be set in such a way that he would have to already be a year ahead, you know what I mean? So, like, based on when he was born, it might be like, oh, well, in that case, when he's a second year, he would have to be 17, and then when he's a third year, he would have to be 18, is what I'm saying, but I don't know how school works. Children who were born between April 2nd and April 1st of the following year are placed within the same grade. Between April 2nd and April, so they were born on April 2nd or April 1st? There is no between in those 2 days. They go from one to the other. Japan schooling does start in April, I'm pretty sure. Their last semester of the year ends in March, I think. Between April 2nd, 2023 and April 1st, 2024. Okay. I understand what you mean. So, if Kenji was born... This is so much math. Why am I trying to do this on my live stream? If Kenji was born in 93 of whatever. Of, whatchamacallit. You know what? No, I'm done trying to do this. My head hurts.
Man, you've got such a short temper.
Fine. Then we'll meet in the lounge after school.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Yes, ma'am.
If he was born April 2nd, 93, he would be in the same year as people born in January 94. So is it possible or not that he could be 17 and I could be 16 for the majority of the school year? I feel like I would need to be writing this down on a piece of paper to figure this out. I can't do it in my head. Yes, hypothetically possible. Okay, cool. I had the right idea then. I need to see like a diagram in front of me to be able to do this effectively. Let's go hang out with student council dude. Let's run! Nah, student council dude. Forneus, lend me your power. I spent some time working with the student council. That's a lie. I spent some time staring at Mitsuru, is what really happened.
I don't see Odagiri. Is he absent today?
No. I'm pretty sure he came to school today.
Then where is he?
Probably busy playing detective asshole.
Ah, so this is what Fushimi was telling me about. I see. Well, his intentions are good, so you can't really blame him. But I understand how you feel. You're all free to leave now. Good work today.
You hear me? I want to see evidence, smart guy.
I don't need evidence. I already know everything about you.
I don't think that's how that works.
Like how you were arrested for beating up that guy in the park who snitched on you, right?
Whoa, he's still at it? This is the third time today.
Is that Jeremy Lay again? I think it is.
My boyfriend was so pissed after he was accused. These guys are really asking for it.
Keeping quiet will only make things worse for you. If it's really not you, then give me some names. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone. You have my word as a member of the disciplinary committee.
Better fuck off, asshole.
Language! I'm gonna need to put this on YouTube later, bro! This guy looks like he's about to hit Odagiri. Alright, pull out the evoker. And knock it off. Oh, well.
God, what a shitty day.
Don't think I'll just let you get away with that. Oh, hey, what is it? Did you need something from me?
Looks like you're hard at work.
You bet I am. If we turn a blind eye here, there's no stopping this from happening again.
This is all because they found one cigarette butt in a bathroom, right? I just want to remind everyone what this is all about.
And once it spirals out of control, there will be nothing we can do. We should nip this problem in the bud while we still can. I know what people think of me. Then again, those who fight for justice have always butted heads with others. History speaks for itself. So let my actions serve as a warning to other offenders. A sensible person like you should understand, right?
Franco? Is this 5 or 4? This is 4. I think we still haven't hit our first 5 yet.
I'm going to keep at it for now. You should head home before it gets dark.
I parted ways with Odagiri. Well, that sure was an event.
Okay, as we agreed on Monday, we'll now hold a meeting to discuss what we've learned.
Did I don't remember agreeing to this. I'm pretty sure you just told us that is what you would do.
Wow, you're really into this.
Of course I am. I got lots of good info. And it turns out there was no angry ghost involved.
Huh, so that's what's important, huh?
First off, let's talk about how this rumor got started. The girl was found on the school grounds, so it does match the ghost story on that point. But why did the rumor spread so fast if this was the first time anything happened?
Her dying message. There were 3 victims, probably, right? I think I vaguely remember that.
Correct.
I'm so smart.
But yeah, I was surprised when I found out. After that first incident, the exact same thing happened to 2 other students. All 3 victims had to be hospitalized. No wonder people thought it was a ghost. Okay, moving on. The victims were all in different classes, and at first glance, they don't seem to be connected. But they did have one thing in common. Anyone know what it was?
What is this? A quiz show? Do you know? What did all 3 victims have in common?
They were women! Obviously, they went to our school. Like, this is stupid, right? Because there's no way this is the answer she wants, but this answer is factually correct. They did all go to our school, right? Pretty sure. It must be that they hung out together. The meeting out a lot is stupid. A bunch of people do that. This is the only one that makes sense as the answer, because this one is irrelevant. A lot of people do that. This one is a given. Like, we would not be talking about people not from our school in this instance. I guess they hung out together.
Yep, that's right.
I am so smart. See, this is why I don't bother getting any information, because I just know things, because I'm not stupid.
Not just once or twice, either. They all got in with a bad crowd, and were always out late.
Now, let that be a lesson to you kids. Never go out past curfew.
Considering they all ended up the same way, it can't just be a coincidence. So, to find out what happened, we're gonna do some field research.
Who's we? Are you using the royal we right now? I hate when people do that.
What? Field research?
Yep, there's one place where all 3 victims were regulars.
Whoa, hang on. You're not talking about that spot behind Port Island Station, are you?
Oh, you know about it?
Dude, you can't go there.
Oh, I remember this part of the game. This was one of the chief things that made me not like Yukari when I first played the game. I still, like, kind of, like... I don't, like, dislike Yukari. I think she's fine. I really came around on... When I first played Persona 3, I did not like Junpei, Yukari, or Ken, I think. I didn't really like any of them. I don't think I outright hated them, but I was like, I don't really care for any of these characters. And then after Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, I was like, oh, you know what? They're actually pretty cool in the spin-off games. But this is... I'm pretty sure this is one of the big moments in the game that I was like, man, I don't like Yukari. But you know, we'll see how I feel this time around. Maybe my opinion has changed.
I've heard all kinds of nasty rumors about that place.
Oh, really? Well, then all the more reason we should go together.
I've heard that murders are committed there. All the more reason.
You're coming with, right?
Count me out.
Hey, come on. Don't worry. I'm sure Junpei's just exaggerating like he always does.
Ah, yes, the illusion of choice.
Oh, man. I don't know about this. That place is seriously bad news. Do we really have to go there?
Up until now, all we've done is follow orders. Isn't it about time we start thinking for ourselves?
I don't think you know what you're talking about right now.
I know what you mean, but... Man, you have to say it like that. I guess I don't have a choice, do I?
Evidently, neither do I.
Then it's settled. We'll go tomorrow night, so plan accordingly.
Cass, I'm assuming the answer made you like Yukari less? Honestly, I don't think it made me dislike Yukari more, the answer did. I really hated how they used Yukari in the answer. Because the thing is like, I feel like that was the one thing that I didn't really like about the answer, like story-wise as opposed to gameplay, was the way that they had Yukari act, but it didn't really feel like... It's weird, because it didn't really feel like it was Yukari's fault, is what I want to say. I feel like it was really against her character, but the devs just really wanted, like, they needed a reason to get the team split up into pairs of 2. And the way they made Yukari and Mitsuru end up a pair that was against Aigis and Metis was really contrived and felt dumb. And I guess I don't really hold that against Yukari's character overall, because I feel like the devs were just being really dumb for the sake of the plot they wanted at the time, instead of doing it more effectively.
Oh, maybe...
Seems like you went digging for info too, Arisato-kun. You answered all my questions correctly. I literally just used process of elimination and prior knowledge. Here, you can have this. It's a little prize for keeping your promise. Wow, I absolutely fooled this chick. I did not research anything.